Right, next job on the camper. So, I don't know if you saw a bit of the last video, but I was fitting a diesel heater. Now, I've mounted the pump and the filter, but I haven't put it into the tank yet. Now, when I was thinking about it, because you've got to think about the whole build, right? Where's everything going to go? And you're trying to make a compromise, right? I wanted to put in some water storage so we can run a shower, right? I know it's only a small transit van. It's not going to be a shower inside the van. It's going to be a shower outside. But I need a water source. I need something big. I didn't want to take up all the room on the inside, so I was looking at underslung water tanks. And the ones I've seen on the transit are kind of low down, and then you can see the taps coming out the sides. I don't really want that. Don't want to see it. I've been looking and looking for ages, and all I could see was 40 litre tanks. So just universal ones, really. But then I come across this one, which is what I was looking for, from CAK Tanks. Now this is a shaped tank. So think of it like this, right? So let me just open it up. Right, so this essentially is where the outside of the van is, and this is the inside. There's a chassis leg going across there, and the sills here. This bit is underneath the driver's seat. Then it goes up into the cavity towards the floor. There's a little cross section there. Then we go back up into it. Then there's the main chassis leg there before the rear wheel arch. So I've got the diesel heater here, and then the pump is in here, I think, and then the filter's here, right here. So I need to relocate those. So I wanted to make sure I fitted this first before I could find out where I could relocate those parts. Also, the inlet for the diesel heater is here, so that's going to move as well. So that's why I thought I need to buy this and fit it first. And it was really quite reasonable, £175 for the tank and the fitting kit. Like I said, the other universal tanks that you see are 40 litres. This is 54, I believe. 51 or 54, I can't remember. But if you see, look at the mountain brackets that come with this kit. Right, the other ones is like a spool of flexible kind of wire that you've got to cut to length and figure out where it goes. But they've already done that work for you. So that obviously goes around somewhere, but from underneath. And what they supply are these hook bolts. So that will go up into the chassis somewhere. I may have to drill a hole for it to come out, I don't know. And then when that's underneath, this will go into it, and then you use the nuts to tighten it up to the chassis. So all comes with the kit. Plus you've got two options, same price. So I have an option where, like I went for, which is the backfill kit. Where is the thing? Which comes with a mounting plate, which I'll have to drill holes and rivet it into the chassis somewhere. Which that'll go on this hose lock connector there. So that'll go in there. Just for instance, give me a sec. My hands are cold already.
And mine, freezing.
It's warmed up to 3 degrees, so that's what I thought. Right, get out there and do it now. Alright, so you think of that's going to be somewhere. And then there's the on-off switch or shut-off valve. So basically, to fill this tank, filling bits around here. Comes with some hose as well. So the hose will go on there. I've got to locate this somewhere where I want it. And basically put the hose lock into there, turn the water on, and it will pressure fill this tank. There's some air holes at the top for it to come out. Obviously you know when it's full if that starts overflowing. So that's the inlet, or filling it up sorted. You could either have that, or you could have a bigger hose with a lockable cap if you want to cut a hole in the side of your van and have that flap. So there's two options, but I didn't want that. I wanted it out of the way. Plus, I'm keeping all the water from on the outside of the van. Nothing's going on the inside. I haven't got a sink in the van. I'm not going to use one. So this is going to be underneath somewhere, probably at the side. I've got some more hose on order, and I also bought an additional one of these, which I'm then going to mount at the back of the van, which then I can plug my shower into. But on the way there's going to be a pump, which I've chosen a Seaflo 22 series pump, which would be in between. And this gives 5 litres per minute, but 100 psi. I think that was the important bit. And the shower we're getting is a tankless shower. I'm in two minds of buying either the Camplux or the Thermomate.
Yeah, I think it's Thermomate.
And they're both 5 litres per minute showers. So that will be hooked up to the gas, which will have a gas barbecue point at the back, and then hooked into here, which will be underneath the back bumper. And the shower will be where the tailgate is, so it'll be there or a shower tent. So I've got some hose on order to get that over there. The first job today is moving those bits that I've already put in for the diesel heater, but there's also an electronic box which forward fit for the I think it's for one of the sensors in the exhaust. That seems to be in this area here, so I need to find out in a bit whether that needs removing and rehoming somewhere else. Probably does. So there's those little bits I need to do before I can get this in. So, but first, my wife Helen is going to go pick up our child, and then once she gets back, I can start getting underneath it. So, right, we'll leave it there. Then next will be underneath the van.
Yep. See you in a minute. Here he is, getting on with it.
Right, so I've dropped the diesel pump and filter for the diesel heater, so that's out the way now. And I've got the tank under here. And if you come in under here, I'll show you.
Okay.
Here is where one of the exhaust sensors is housed. Now this, let me go wide angle, this has got to go up inside there. So I need to move this out of the way. So there's 2 bolts there, I believe it's 10 mil, yep. So which I've just got. So I'm going to take those off, get this out of the way, and I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, 2 great big bolts, great big bracket for a tiny little electric module. I don't know if I have to remove the wiring from these bits. I don't know how tight this is.
Oh, okay.
I'll offer it up to see. I need to relocate it somewhere, but the exhaust is right there. So it's got to be down here somewhere. Whether I end up having to cable tie it or not, I don't know. So I'm going to take the bolt out which is holding the module to the bracket off to disconnect them from each other. And so I don't have to pull all the cable harness mounting points out of the chassis yet, because I don't know whether I want to yet. So, loose enough, come on. Almost. Ah, come on, fingers. Work. Right, so just like one. So now that module should come free. That's stuck in there really well. There's another little bolt.
Where's that?
Well, that might be a smaller one. Not 8. Let me try the 10. Looks too small. That is a 10. And this is what I'm struggling with. This is what I don't get. This is why this little tiny module is in this huge bracket, which was up here. Alright, and oh, hang on. It's up here, like that. Why? I don't get it. So what I'm trying to do now is get it out of the bracket, and then I can screw it directly to the chassis there. So it's still in the same place. I don't know why. Maybe it's tucked out there to try and keep it from getting water in, maybe. But now I need to open this. Ah, there you go. Right, there you go. Look at the size of that bracket. But what I can do is reuse one of the bolts. Maybe even 2. And screw it directly to the chassis. There you go, look.
Oh, okay.
So if you can see there.
Yeah.
Now the one at the oh shit, this is why I've got safety glasses on.
Yep.
Is when you're underneath, all the bits of stuff, debris that you disturb comes directly down into your eye, and you don't want that.
It's always in the eyeball. It's never anywhere else.
Well, it probably is other places too, but you don't feel it, do you? The eyeball, you definitely feel it. Right, so I can bolt that directly to the chassis there, and it's out the way. Okay. Now the one at the front up here, I have. If I'll take that. This one at the front was also in the way. If you see there, that bracket was here. So I've unbolted the 2 bolts and moved it. It's not focused, but as far forward as possible. Now, the front of the tank just clears there. It comes to here, and that's it. So I've undone all the wiring from inside here. Probably best you get it back now.
Yep.
Because that wiring did fit up here, which is where the tank's got to go. So the tank's up inside this cavity here, come along here, up to here. So I'm gonna find my cutters. Can you see them?
These orange ones?
Yep, thank you. So I'm just gonna we'll get the fir trees out. I'm going to try and pull them out rather than cut them out. There you go. Call them fir trees. Just basically push up into a hole or Christmas tree, and then you can have the cable tie on there. But unfortunately, this isn't a replaceable one. So I'm going to bring them out. Ah, there you go. This one up here. Right, so with the wiring over here, what I'll need to do is use cable ties, which I've got down here somewhere, in the toolbox, and cable tie all this wiring, giving it strain relief and stuff like that. Well, cable tie up out the way, and that would be fine. I'll also do the same with this one, but before I do that, I want to know where my brackets are going to go. I've got brackets and the hook bolts. Sorry, struggling to find stuff here. So they should go up inside like that somehow. Okay. Need one the other end. here. Right, I'm trying to figure this out because this doesn't seem to be making sense. Because this bracket, if it was there, that's where the water tank needs to be. But how are you supposed to use these? Because it won't be up here, and there's no holes all the way up there. I don't know what to do with these, because I thought basically you'd be able to put them in something like that, then screw it up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was going to be. If that is the case, then the tank is going to be hanging down here. Right, if you see where that is, it's going to be that much hanging down. If I go get the tank, I'll put this here. Excuse me.
The struggle is real.
Okay, you see where that is? Don't know if you're filming or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so if that's up against the chassis, that goes up all inside, that's there. Now, if you see that length of, I'll put this on the chassis leg, it's still loose to that can come down to here.
Okay.
Even if if we bolt it directly to the chassis. Right? So I don't know how this is supposed to be. Really awkward. I need to get this back out again.
Yeah.
So I could, in theory, bolt that directly to there. Where one of these bolts were.
Okay.
Like, that would bolt just there. Okay. And then it would be, the other side will hook in this hole here on top of the sill. But there's no other screwable holes like that down here to go into in the same way. But if that was there, I want to see what this would look like if it was like that. So I'm going to bring this.
Yep.
The tank itself fits really nicely. That was there. Let me just tighten that up. So this is it in place. Now this one I've been able to bolt into that front hole, so that's all nice and secure. And the other end is actually hooked over the inner chassis at the top. So that's like, well, that obviously this moves a little bit at the moment, but I can't figure out any other way of securing it. But if you look, that looks right.
Yeah.
It's right underneath there. So I've got no idea what the intent of these were. I really don't. So I thought they were going to go in, and then you'd pull up the brackets on it. But these brackets are way too long. But these brackets are the perfect length to go up into the chassis. So this one isn't in yet. This is hooked up over the chassis there. But this one, there's a hole there. But I need to basically get. There's no thread, so I had to order a rib nut tool, which I haven't got one. So I can drill up into the chassis, put the rib nut in, and I'll be able to bolt it with one of these, which then 6 up into the chassis, which will then secure this one. So then that should hold it in place. Yeah, that'll be there. So, but what I need to do then is put the pipe on there. Put this, I'm thinking here.
Okay.
Maybe, not over here. To give me some space.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to drill in a rivet in there, and that's why I brought this out, to make sure. Let me take this off. Come on. That's screwed in. I can be able to get that on, right? So I need to make sure I get it in the right place, and then be able to remove it off. So you'd see that and that. So how bad is that? I don't know.
It's not horrendous.
It's hardly anything. You won't be able to see it if you stood up.
Yeah. No. Just a little boo bit.
But normally you see something like this, don't you?
Yeah, it looks bloody awful.
Right, but it's not going to be like that. It's going to be there. In. And then I can put if you get underneath, here's the diesel heater inlet. So then the pipe will come off here. And I may have to try and find a nice way of routing it to get to here. Nice loop or something, come back, which could be a pain. They could come across here, up around here, then come down here, so it'll be in a little loop.
Okay.
That should work. And then another one here, running down the chassis down to the back. So if we go to the back, I'll show you what we're doing there. And this one here, if you can see, I'll put there. Then the pipe will just run along the chassis to the tank there, with the pump somewhere in between, probably here. So the pump will be up on this chassis leg, and then into here. And then all we have to do is go underneath there to plug it in, and to open the valve. So it'll be hidden underneath here. Then obviously the shower will be here, or the actual heater part of the shower will be here.
Yep, just on the end.
On here, mounted. Then the pipe will come down into there, and the other one will come up into the shower.
Yep, down underneath then.
Then up into the shower tent.
Yeah, so we're going to have a shower tent at the side.
Or we'll go washing up here, right? And then the gas will be in there. So that's the plan anyway. Everyone's going to use stuff differently, and have different reasons why they want to do their camper. And that's why I wanted to build my own. So we get it the way we want it.
Exactly. We know what the wiring situation is, because I don't really trust other people's wiring. When you see it in some other people's videos, you think, oh god, it's so messy.
Yeah, they're using either messy or they're using the wrong gauge wire, which can
catch fire.
catch fire. I used to wire up control units for aeroplanes, so I'm pretty particular about that stuff. So, yeah, so that's going to work for us. We don't want water inside the van, so we keep it outside.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I'm going to do under there is have our 240 electric hookup as well. And the wire comes straight up, and that's where I'm going to have the electric wire come out to go to the pump. So no more holes in the floor than what's already there. And there's a hole there I'm going to use, so with a grommet in there. And that goes directly up into the into here, and then into the cupboard space where the electric is.
That's good. That's good.
So you don't see any wires or anything, so that's good. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is relocate the diesel heater pump and filter and everything, all the wiring and stuff, in preparation for tomorrow when the rib nut tool comes. So I'll have to take the tank back out. Obviously we can't drive around like it is.
Yeah.
There's something to fall off. But there you go. Okay, right, I'm going to get back underneath. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Right guys, so we are now on day 2.
Yep. It's a little bit warmer today. Not a lot.
A whole 3 degrees.
So I'm still waiting for my Amazon delivery of my rib nut and some rivets as well before I can put all the rest of it on. So I'm going to take the time to put the pump on. Helen's done me a quick little template. What I wanted was to know where the holes were, so I'm not holding this up underneath, because I've got to drill the holes first. And then screw them up through the floor. Now, the inlet and outlet on this is actually quite small, so what I've actually done, because the hose is going to be bigger and I didn't want to squeeze it down as much and risk leakage, so I've actually put some heat shrink on there to pack it out a little bit, so now it'll be like the right size to put the hose on, and I can use the Jubilee clips to tighten it down nicely, so I don't want any leaks.
Definitely not.
No. Oh, I need to get my safety glasses. Safety first. Getting old, but that noise. Right, I might need some light so we can film it. Right, so this probably show you actually.
Let's see if we can have a little sneaky peek.
Ready?
Yeah, you got it.
So I'm gonna put it in wide. So you got the leaf spring here coming along, and there's a nice big area up there, look, see, which is where I'm going to mount the pump. It's going to be basically right up onto here, then coming out to about there, and that means the hose line will be in here, which is, I want to put the line of hose up down this chassis leg there, so it'll be in the right orientation, and it'll be right close to the back, and this is where I'm going to mount the rear tap. Three, one more to put in. These are hard to get to.
Is that for this template here?
Well, I've done the 2 with the template. Got it up there. Just getting the others in.
Okay.
Because it's right underneath this, if you can get under. So it's here. But if you see, it's a really lovely position because there's a little plastic guard for the wheel arch, so it's sat behind there.
Okay.
So it's really good. It's up out of the way, everything. Just gonna get in there. So I've got 3 in so far.
Nice.
Just got to get this last one in. There we go. Slight angle, unfortunately. There you go, solid.
Nice.
Pass your phone. Show you. There you go. So here's the little deflector plate, which is part of the wheel arch. So sat behind that, and then the hose hose will come down here, straight out to here, to here. Pretty nice. And then the wiring, I've got enough wire to go on there. I have to order some 16 gauge, sorry. I've only got 18. It's going to go up this bung here, which goes up into the side pillar, into the cabinet where all the electrics are.
My turn to go under and have a look at the handiwork. There we go. Very neat and tidy. A bit dirty under here, as you can imagine, but yeah, it looks good. Right. Oh, I gotta get out now. There's husband. Hello.
Once I've got the rib nut in to secure the bracket, what I'm going to do then, I've actually bought some expanding foam. Now this isn't going to cake everything, but where the little ridge is, where it goes up, there's a little chassis cross member going in there, and you can do that. It moves around, right? It can slide. I don't want 54 kilograms worth of water kind of when you brake going like this, backwards and forwards. And when it's empty, don't want it rattling around either, right? Because the brackets hold it up, but nothing stops it from going around. So especially in that area, I'm going to push it all the way to the back, get the expanding foam and put it up the side, and put a line of it in there to stop it from going forward and backwards. And also up by the sill where the brackets go up and tuck in, I'm going to put some around that area to make sure those brackets stay nicely there. Don't want too much in there, because when you fill it up, it comes out of the little overflow bits. I don't want water getting trapped behind, because that's going to rot your sills. So you just want little bits in there just to cushion it and make sure it gets held in place. That's all it's for. I'm not caking it, because that would be the wrong thing to do. Right, but waiting for Amazon, they should have delivered by now.
Yeah.
The window of delivery is finished. So that's why I've been putting that on, and it looks like it's a little tiny bit of rain.
Yeah, there's a few little spots coming down now, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. But it's not, the skies aren't opening up, but it is not
There's
looking
not rain
bright.
underneath the fan, but it's the tools and stuff. Right.
Might just have to wait for this delivery now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
So I don't even know what size rivet I'm going to use yet. Or what size drill I'm going to use. So
Okay.
kind of stuck.
Yep. Waiting game now. Tick tock, tick tock.
Come on. I actually got something that guy needs, rather than the other way around. First time ever.
First time ever.
How long have we been here? 7 years?
6 years. 6 and a bit.
7 years this year.
Yeah.
I've been trying, but he's got everything.
Literally
All
everything.
catalogued as well. Let's see it. There is no, isn't it? Right, I need the red and black one to come down, because that's powering the pump.
Okay. He's just pulled the red and black one through as well. Here we go.
I'm just going to put a hole in that grommet, put them both through.
Nice.
Now this, I'm going to wire into this and have that underneath.
Okay. Nice and hidden.
Be up there somewhere.
Because a lot of vans you see have them on the sides, like in this space. I hate that.
Or
It's so
like
a
this.
shame. Yeah, all like that, and it's so ugly. So
It'll be in here somewhere.
so I'm glad we're gonna have it hidden away.
Just going to figure out which way to do it, whether to put that way or put it to the side.
Yeah.
Because that'll be easy to put it in there. Then this wire will come down, wire up to the pump.
Which is up here.
So get wired in there.
Just there.
Gotta find a way of securing it all first. Then up into the bag, which is where I've got the electrics. Can't really see in there at the moment.
Yeah, you just have to excuse the mess because obviously it's winter. We're still doing things with the van, so
The electrics are in there.
here they are. Neat and tucked away.
I need to put a lot more in. Yeah, I've got a load more to do.
Yep. We're getting there though, slowly. Ooh.
What?
Crocky socks.
Oh, yeah.
Crocs and socks.
So the Amazon man just turned up just after I was packing up, but I've decided to get it back up. Just put the rib nut in and I realised I need to film that, but it's in. Got the bolt ready, so that should line up. It went straight into the hole and it's doing really well. So I just need to get that in there. And then get the ratchet. Yeah, lovely. So this is more of the orientation, sorry. Right, you don't want to watch me tighten all that up. So when I got to the end, there you go, nice and tight. That ain't going to go anywhere, that's good. So what I want to do now is bring this down here. See there's that movement there. And backwards and forwards. I just got weight in it anyway. And you can see here, we can't really see. Here, there's that gap. That's where I want to put the spray foam in there. I want to bring it down there first, put it in there, put a little bit up here so it's against this chassis leg, and then the same at the front, just in there. So take the wiring out first, put some spray foam up, just because otherwise it could do that. So just want to stop that bounce, stop the slide. So that's my next job. And then I can pack up for the night. Yeah. This is when I'm going to end up looking like a marshmallow man, where it all comes out all over me and then expands. I'll come back out looking. Right, let's get under there and get some in the hole.
Get it hole. Get it hole. I mean, fill the hole.
Right. You're not going to be able to film this, I don't think.
Yeah, it's a little bit dark, but I'll try and get the first little square, and we'll just have to show you afterwards.
Yeah, it's nice and solid. Looks like snow.
Oh, cut quite nicely.
Two for now.
You'd never know. The filth from this fan, I washed it a week ago.
Feels a lot more solid.
Oh, good. No more jiggling around.
Nope.
Excellent.
We'll check it another day.
Yep.
Okay, quick overview. Side of the van. So you can't see the water tank. There's my bracket. Go underneath, I've got the hoses now attached. You can see a little bit of foam there. Let me go underneath. Okay, so the expanding foam has actually expanded loads more, obviously. But look, it doesn't move anymore. It doesn't rattle. A little bit just around there. It's solid. So no rattling around at all. And there you go. And then the pipe to go on is there. I've got my electricity there. A bit close, but it goes on. So right. There you go. Do that, then turn it for it to be on, shut it off, and disconnect like any other hose, and put my little blue stop back on. So that's hidden out the way. below the bumper. So nice. Mad, it's all frosty. I need to get on. The storm's about, so I'm going to try just widening the pump. At the moment it doesn't look like it works, but it might be because there's no water in there. It's an auto switching pump. So I'm going to fill the tank, which is now sturdy. Well, not fill it, but put some water in there and see if it works. Don't forget to open the tap.
Yeah, Shane just had to come and open it because he forgot. We were wondering what was going on. You hear it filling up now.
Yeah, hear the little whistle of the little vents.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Right. Oh shit.
Oh, the hose is still on.
Filled up. You can hear it go.
Yeah.
Come out the top. But I just don't know if this pump's going to work.
Oh.
Because if you look at this, if I take the pump out the circuit, it lights up to say it's on, right?
Mhm.
As soon as I put the pump in, the light goes out. Right, and if I swap the load over and there, same thing happens.
Yeah, that's not good.
Just going to open the back tap. See, nothing's coming through.
That is strange.
Right, if you come in close,
Do, 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 do.
I just got out my trusty checker. Ooh, which one is it? This one. And basically, there was no electricity getting to it.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
I don't know how it was lighting up, but the fuse had blown.
Oh, right.
So-
I can't see.
It's a 15 amp. This is what it should be, but I don't know if it's blown already.
Oh, okay.
But now, listen. Lights on.
Oh. Can you hear that?
Right, but now I've got to open the tap and see if we can get it to come through. It should be a self-priming pump.
Let's go see what he's doing under here.
Wish I could. Oh. Come on, get on.
There we go.
There you go, son. Right, so I'm going to open the tap.
Sunlight your butt in the
Open the
morning.
tap. Here we go.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Hey.
I should have 100 psi pressure.
Oh, nice and squirty.
So it's now.
Oh no, it's gone all inside the tailgate
Is it?
above you. That looks good.
So see what that's like with the shower head on, right?
Yeah.
5 litres per minute. Oh, should be timing this.
Whoopsie.
Down.
Let's start again.
Yeah, well, yeah, it stops. It's good, huh?
Yeah, that's really good.
When the pump stops, it stops. You would have thought that.
Technology.
Right, I'm gonna see how long it takes to empty 54 litres.
Bloody hell.
Okay.
This may take a minute.
Sorry?
This may take a minute.
Well. Should take 10.
10?
10, 11 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to stop filming in a minute and we'll
Yeah.
come back in a moment.
I'll let you know. Temporarily done this. So I want to make sure it works properly, but I am going to mount it here
Let's have a look.
in the centre there. So it'll sort of be in line with this.
Oh, nice.
So the shower is going to mount here, come down to about here. All the connections, I just want the on-off switch there in line.
Makes sense.
But it requires a 20mm drill bit to do the hole. And alas, I have a 10, I have a 12, I have a 16, I have an 18, 22. Why don't they put a 20 min in there?
I'm sure our neighbour will have some. He has everything.
Always. I think I've got everything I need. And it's one little tiny bit.
So
annoying.
Always the way.
But at least we can test this, and that's one thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's still going down there, so yeah.
It's not too loud, is it?
Not too bad.
You're going to be having a shower, so it's...
Yeah. It's fine.
At least you know it's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so that emptied in 7 minutes. So I'm just going to fill it back up again, make sure it is completely full, and do it again. Right, so it's in. Got the mains pressure. I'm going to actually time it to see how long it takes to
fill.
Fill up.
What was it, a 54 litre tank?
54 litres. Right, let's go in. I'll check back in a sec. One thing I wasn't sure what it would do. I've got the valve open at the back for the exit, and it's filling up, and nothing is coming out. So obviously, at the moment, the pump's like stopping the water coming out until you turn it on. At the moment, but we'll see what it's like when it's full up. See if it stays the same. Can hear that whistle.
Can you hear that? That's my brain.
Oh,
it's changing. Yep, the overflow is going. Look.
Any water coming out?
Loads of water coming out.
Okay. Okay, stop. So that took, well, 2 hours 20 seconds. 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 minutes 20 seconds to fill.
There we go. I wasn't sure if I'd catch the whistle change on camera, but we got it, so I'm happy about that.
Right, 2 minutes 20 seconds because I didn't stop it. Right, so now I'm going to turn the pump on and see what it takes this time.
Yep.
Right, ready?
Yep, we're ready to go.
So nothing's coming out, so that's quite good.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Look, Ruby.
So it's self-priming. There you go. And if I restrict the outlet to let the pressure build up, obviously the litres per minute drops. That's why I got a 100 psi pump. Because if you had like a 30 psi pump and you put the restriction through it with the shower head, you'll get a lot less litres per minute, which I'll be fine as long, if you only want to trickle of the shower. But I want a decent shower when it's on. But I want to be able to turn it on and off. Turn it on to wet, turn it off, then soap up, and then turn it back on again. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to get like 2 or 3 showers each.
I think so, especially with the amount of hair that I have and how long it actually takes to wash. It's going to have to be a case of on and off, on and off.
Listen to this, when I sprinkle it, the pump change. But there's...
that was very cold. It was that funny, was it?
Plenty of pressure. But we don't have the shower, so I can't test it with the shower head yet.
No, not quite yet.
But it'll definitely take longer than what we're doing here, because this is without any resistance whatsoever.
Yeah.
So this would be the worst case. Right, 7 minutes again.
7 minutes.
Sorry about the kid.
Yeah, she's being
always
a toddler.
the wrong time when she decides to want to cry.
Yeah.
Because she wants to go somewhere.
See ya.
Can't
Bye.
go check her. I've just noticed something about the noise. The pipe is just slightly touching the bumper. So if I turn it back on. See? Or if I touch this a bit more. So that's vibrating through the bumper. So if I angle this bracket a little bit more, so in conclusion, I guess, CAK tanks, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Really good. Really happy with it.
Very good quality.
Very good quality. The clamp, obviously, the strap was really good, but with the hook bolts, useless.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to give them feedback on why they supplied those, because they're absolutely useless.
What are they for? Who knows?
Yeah. But managed to get it in. Obviously, you needed the riv nut to do it, but it all aligned really well. That bit of foam, it's solid now, so it doesn't move around at all. The backfill was great. I ordered the extra backfill so I could use it as a shower. So it works really well. One thing I will say, the hose I bought from eBay isn't as good quality as what I got with the kit. So if you want an extra hose, order it through them, because that hose was really good, and order it at the same time. So I rung the guy. He was really good. What else? So I don't know, that's it really. I think
that's about it.
It's the best tank I've seen for a transit custom. All the others are just universal flat things which are going to hang down. So it's the best one I've seen.
Yeah,
so
this one's nice and flush, so you can't see it when you're looking down
exactly
at the van or even stood by the side. That's what we wanted. We don't want to be able to see all the gubbins that we're adding, basically.
You're on the ground, you can't see the tank unless you get underneath. Then you can see it.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'll put the link to it in the description. I'll put two links, one for the backfill one, the pressure backfill, which is the hose lock version, and the other one with the cap that you put on the side of the van. There are advantages to that one, because you'll be able to get water from anywhere then, because some places you can just get the little tap and you can squirt it in, a bit like when you're doing the fuel. You won't be able to do that with the back pressure system. You will need a hose lock system. So that does limit you a little bit, but I don't want to be cutting a hole in the side of the van for a little flap for a tap.
No, because we don't know how often we're going to be using it for that kind of thing.
I just don't like the look of it anyway, and you got a route in the side, through the floor and everything. It's like, nah, just leave everything on the outside of the van. Yeah. Doesn't matter then, does it?
Makes it much easier, much more tidy for us. Yep. We're a bit OCD with that kind of thing. We like nice, neat, flush finishes, everything hidden. Yep.
Next thing I was going to do today was to hook up the diesel heater, so I'm going to drop the fuel tank for that. We need to go out for your mum's birthday in a couple of hours, so I'm not doing it now. So instead, I'm fitting an eco-worthy 20 amp battery charger to my 280 amp lithium or LiFePo full battery. So I'm going to do that instead. So work doesn't finish, but this video ends right now.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.